have been given. Here we go. Game number 1, loading versus Pew. Let's get right into the action right here. And of course, this matchup, in my opinion, is pretty good for Ness.
Yeah, I can imagine, you know. There
Look
it is,
at that,
there
exactly.
it is, there it is.
Of course, what we were both thinking. You can absorb those pallets, you can immediately cancel it as well.
I don't think you can absorb the air shooter, can you?
No, that's not possible. It is a physical projectile. The jab lock into a whiff forward smash. A little bit off on the timing there was Pew.
Hey, this is not the flow.
This is not the flow.
I mean, he has a flow going.
I mean, he's going. But it's not flow. That is Pew, as we can see by the tag. WEP, that is, of course, Pew. The other way around. I mean, such a big brain.
Oh, yeah.
That's the best Ness mains can muster. Just reverse your tag, really?
What's this thing about Ness mains? I think he's hard to play.
They eat crayons, dude. For breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Well, you should know, because you live near one. Or you did.
I mean, I play core, and I supplied the crayons.
Oh, yeah.
Did you see the pressure there by loading up air into back air?
Yeah, those air shooters are just terrifying. Oh, that's a strategy. Pew is just holding on shield, and I will guarantee you that the explosion of the Crash Bomber would have shield focus.
Yep, but loading there, catching the worst end of that trade, and he is going to need a little bit of good luck right here. He's making the comeback happen, but it's still not looking too great for Megaman right now. 147%, and there's the back air. Immediate kill, Pew on the board in a big way.
Yes, the Metal Blade combo time. No, he misses the forward air. That's a down throw now. He shouldn't have any combos out of that. No, he does not.
Yep, no great grab confirms for Ness in this game. But loading, whiffing that up tilt, not the best, and that is so characteristic of loading. He's looking for those highest reward options, no matter the risk.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. He can be also just a little bit impatient, you know. To put it better, he is very fast-paced, which is something you really wouldn't expect with the character.
Oh!
What are you doing? And for some reason, he was able to tech.
That was the late hit. That was not that much knockback compared to the early hit. We did not see the blue slowdown, and there is loading going under the PK fire for the up smash, and he's on the board right now. But a big deficit, and Pew is ready to play. Look at that, the Nair coming out, advantage state keeps extending. And the back throw. Pew, 2 stocks, loading on his final one for game 1.
Yeah, that was a big mistake with the leaf shield. Those leaves were definitely not coming from the Tree of Life.
Ha! Not at all. This is not Yggdrasil right here. That is a last resort, if anything. Loading needs to make something happen. Here's the forward air string into the offstage pressure. He's looking for the down air, but Pew using an air dodge very, very well, knowing that he cannot force himself to go into the entire B animation.
Yeah, so what do you do when people edge towards the ledge? If they do it properly, aren't they just fully intangible?
They're not. It is dependent on the character. There's the up tilt, getting the weak hit, so no kill right there. Here's loading, finding the pressure, finding the offstage, and I think it's going to be a very low recovery right here. Pew barely making it back and gets caught on his normal getup. Loading is looking a lot healthier all of a sudden.
Yeah, he's not quite even it up, but after a very slow start, he surely and surely has been narrowing Pew's lead.
Only 40% separating these two players right now, even less. And there's an air dodge again, and that is character dependent. Some characters are more vulnerable than others. I think King Dedede is the least vulnerable.
And there it is.
Yep, there it is.
Fantastic shield pressure by loading. You know, you get the Crash Bomb on, they feel forced to shield, and then you really give them something to shield about.
Exactly.
And by the time you're done, you know, you get the detonation on the Crash Bomb.
And look who's in the lead now. This is loading.
This is loading, yeah. He is a monster at the ledge, and he has not been letting Pew leave. Maybe for a moment here or there, but not
definitely for a while there, but Pew fighting his way back on stage. This is definitely not a lost game. We saw how well he did in the first 2 stocks. It's only now that loading is finding his footage. But Pew answering back. Look at this advantage state once again. It's getting extended again and again, and loading's in the corner. Find his way out. The charge, the up smash, the air dodge, the jabs. No cigar, they're both alive, and here's loading, finding his way off the edge. Once again, trying to catch the normal getter with the back air, not gonna hit quite yet.
Almost impossible to believe that nobody died there.
This is so back and forth right now. Pew looking for those kill aerials for that kill move. The parry, the PK fire loading, exiting out of the fire, still getting caught by the back air. And that is Pew just barely eking out that first game.
Yeah, loading was getting closer and closer though, from a pretty significant deficit all the way to the last hit. If he can start game 2 with the kind of vigor and momentum that he showed us near the end of game 1, then he should be good to go.
For sure, Pew was looking solid, but loading on the comeback. I'm really curious to see if he can hold on to that level of play from the first stock this time around.
Yeah, man, don't let the fact that you missed out on the win in the last hit situation slow down the kind of energy he had. I hope it doesn't. I hope it doesn't.
Exactly. That was a lot of energy, a lot of good energy coming out right there for loading. And that is one of those things that makes the matchup doable. While the pellets are not that big of an issue, we hope. Pew throwing the wrong. that's not a pellet.
He's so used to back throwing things, you know? even the water bottle.
But yeah, like I was mentioning that, the way Megaman can abuse back air and forward air makes the matchup so much easier. So much more doable. Those dish joints really mess with Ness's game. And as long as Megaman uses those pellets only in that short range, like loading is doing, they're so hard to absorb. That's such a big commitment for Ness, right?
Yeah. And even if you do commit to it, you might just be so close that he can punish you anyway.
Pew once again getting the early percents. PK fire once again, and the jump read forward air.
Here comes the thunder. Another thunder.
He's gonna absorb the crash bomb. Not too much damage there,
No,
actually.
no. It only absorbs the first hit, and if you absorb the first hit of the crash bomb, it thinks it's already done.
Ah, that makes sense. So not a big win right there for Pew.
But he's been getting a lot of other big wins if you look at the scoreboard right now.
The Nair coming out, loading, whiffing a grab right here, but he does have Pew cornered.
Yeah, slowly but surely though. Pew's trying to push its way out, you know, threatening with that PK fire range and those aerials. But loading, he's just basically waiting, man. He's just choosing his moment.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was gonna mention. Loading has slowed the game down, and Pew just cannot find a way in. And if you do not have a way in versus Mag, oh, never mind the platform right there, and the check chase as well.
Back throw still strong as ever, maybe even stronger though. No, you just don't expect to die at 90 as Megaman. But loading instantly firing back with a beautiful metal blade into a slash claw.
Very well done. It is even up right here, and an early percent combo, including catching the directional air dodge, and the forward air on the up be exactly what he wants. Overshooting the ledge, no punish. Loading was not ready.
I was so sure that was it for Pew. But loading, man, just at the very last moment, just a little bit too confident that he was already done.
Yep, just like that, a reversal of fate. But will he carry it through? It's looking so back and forth right now. The dash attack into the juggle. Pew not going for the uppies, actually, looking for something else.
Okay, Pew off stage again. Can loading fight that slash claw? No, he gets beaten out by the forward air. There's
This metal blade to back air. Quick low confirm, and loading. He was out for blood, but no cigar. Pew just barely spacing out of Megaman's range.
Yes,
and there it is.
There it is. That's the slash call he has been looking for all set.
And that is so very consistent. We saw Kameme do it to S1 in Smash 4. He drops below Ness and then goes for a rising back air using that lasting hitbox, that strong hitbox to KO Ness off the sides.
Oh, leaf shield pressure.
And there's the PK fire, beating the PK, beating the leaf shield out.
It's just like Pokemon.
Fire beats grass, just like that. Metal Blade parried again, and this slow gameplay is just working in favor of loading again and again. Look at that early percent. Already 30% on Pew right here, and he has to make something happen to even it up before this stock, you know, gets out of control.
Yeah, just like you were talking about, at this close range, loading, you know, he's brave enough to throw those pellets. He's not scared that he will see the PSI magnet. If he does, he might even be close enough to get a punish. So the lemons, you know, they're getting to use after all. Big recovery from loading. Yes, smart stuff.
Ooh.
Air dodging upwards to stall without putting himself above Ness. And he knew that he still would have to drift as Megaman to make it to the ledge.
Exactly, very well calculated right there by loading. He is going to survive still at 167. Pew has to make use of Ness's kill power soon. Oh, there. Oh, no back throw and a dash attack is not enough. Not even the up B is enough. Loading is living.
Yeah, he's living. And he did not lose his stock before reaching 200%. If you can reach 200% of a stock, that's when you know you got the most out of it.
And there's the backer as the edge guard on the jump. Loading, looking invincible in this game too. Great answer right there. And the cheers are coming out for Loading.
So if you guys hear the crowd chanting Herman, that's Loading.
That's Loading's real name. Yep.
Classic Dutch name.
Classic Dutch name. Very old school.
Yeah,
very old school.
I love it. You know, it's such a unique combination. A guy like that called Herman.
No, I think he looks pretty classic Dutch.
Really?
IMO.
Yeah, but he looks young. He looks fresh.
Yeah, Herman is an old man name.
It's gonna fit him so well when he's older.
Just wait another 30 years, Loading. You get there. You get there.
It's a cool name though.
It is a cool name. It's a no nonsense type of name. It's like I'm Herman.
Yeah.
What's up?
I'm here, man.
I'm here.
I'm
here, man.
I'm coming to get you.
He was definitely out for blood that game. Look at that Megaman move. That leaf shield just walling out Ness so efficiently. Lasts forever.
Well, let's see if he can make the same use of it here in game 3 or if Pew has figured something out. Oh, as we go to the line of Cruise, and I love this particular piece of music. Space Battleground. Fantastic, fantastic. From Star Fox Assault. Oh, this is so cool, because if he shoots the Crash Bomber, you know, at the lower parts of Lilac, he can actually stick it to the ground.
Exactly, and
That's so cool.
I do believe that's going to work out in favor of Pew, which is good, because this is Pew's counter pick right here. There's the punish on the leaf shield, is going to fall out of the forward air. Pew escaping the pressure, but not quite. The leaf shield could still be thrown. Loading is looking for some momentum here, but Pew gets those early percentages.
Oh, we get Lemons again.
Yep, pellets coming out. Loading just waiting out Pew's approaches and then reacting accordingly. It's working so very well. And the crash bomb as well, just a constant hitbox on the ground there.
And now he's got Pew at the ledge again. This is where he's been doing so much damage. This time, Pew using a new way to get up, you know, the drop instant PK Thunder to get yourself a projectile on stage before yourself climb back on.
Very nice coverage right there, especially because you can now clank away that PK Thunder in the early stages of the move. Oh, that was definitely a dash up tilt. I do believe accidental dash attack coming out right there and Loading. He's still in control, but that was not quite what he wanted. Up smash trying to catch the jump, and Pew just fighting his way out of the corner. Only a 30% deficit, and with the differential in kill power, this could very well be effectively even.
Yes, it could be.
Next to PK Fire, big damage. The air dodge did not go punish Pew asleep behind the wheel.
Yes, that's the move I was waiting for. I knew Loading was looking for it. He tends to kill pretty early with those.
Pew had the right ID there on the air dodge, but not quite there in the execution.
Oh, is that it?
Missing
Is that it?
the air dodge. Is he going to make it? And he actually gets rushed.
What? And he punished him off of it? He punished him off of the rush boost.
We got plans and plans and plans, and just like that, Pew gets the kill, evens up the game. 40% on Pew, very, very manageable.
And Leaf Shield once again putting on big damage on the board for Loading. And the beauty is, as you see before, if it gets shielded, you have all the time in the world to make a decision about it.
Exactly. But Pew cannot keep air dodging to the ledge because he's shaping up to beat those options. He's using the down tilt, looking for the down air on the 2-frame even. He's on to Pew's recovery methods. He just needs a little bit more execution to actually make use of it.
Yeah, he is onto it, but it's actually pretty hard to do something about because of Ness in particular, which is one of the better in the game.
Here's Pew, advantage state once again. The up B coming out too late to really be of much use.
The top fin is gonna put Pew back at the ledge. He fights his way back on, but now he is above Loading. Reverses his situation and still won't let Loading back on stage. Now he's coming back though.
Yeah, Pew was down 40% and now he got a commanding lead Hermon loading already in kill percents. Meanwhile, Pew still has a little bit more to go before he finally kicks the bucket. There's the back throw. I do believe that will kill. And just like that, Pew reversing the situation in his favor. 2 stocks on his side.
And he has not been hit in a while. He has not been hit in a good while.
And that's a great indicator of the flow of the match. But loading says no to the flow of the match. Throws the Crash Bomber. Does get a little bit of an absorb out of it, but that's not going to do much, of course. Is going to mitigate some pressure. Loading, he's showing that he's still alive and breathing, just like that. The Leaf Shields, 2 of them are going to even out the percentages.
Yeah, and he has been taking these stocks so early. 100% just now, 120 earlier. I see a lot of players in Ultimate, you know, they take their opponent to like 160, 170 still.
Exactly.
But not loading. He is on the hunt for those stocks.
And the immediate explosion of the Crash Bomber, I think due to the way he was intersecting with the ground. Very interesting tech right here. Loading definitely knows what to do with Violet. Definitely knows how to kill his opponents. Pew can make it still. The air dodge and another back air coming out. But Pew has landed. He will make it back. That up be perfectly sweet spotting the ledge. He is going to hit Loading. And both of these players neck and neck right now.
And now he's in a lot of trouble. He managed to get back on ground. Gets a grab, I think. Normally, he may or may not have gone for the Mega Upper right there.
Oh, the Nair! No tech right there. Hermon has to recover using that upwards air dodge.
How? How did he manage to go in between those yo-yo hits?
And here's the up B. No capitalization from Loading. He did not have the time to get a hit in there. But he is cornered right here. How will Pew get the kill?
And you know Loading is looking for the Slash Claw. You know Loading is looking for
the PK Fire, the corner situation, and in there, that is going to be the kill. Pew takes a commanding, what am I saying? A vital third game here in this set in losers round 1 of top 7. So not quite losers quarters yet.
Well, good save.
Good save.
Good save. So they're figuring out what they're gonna do for game 4.
But I mean, okay,
yeah,
that was neck and neck.
And Loading's gotta be kicking himself a little bit because he had him dead to rights of stage.
Almost.
You know? Almost.
He had the zoom in and everything. But I mean, yes,
that resources was taken.
You know, guys, I'm gonna be real with you. That was not a commanding lead, but having that 2-1 lead in the set is commanding. All the pressure is on Loading to win twice. Even if he wins a single game, Pew gets a lot more data out of that, a lot more room to adapt immediately. And that is also very vital.
So now we're gonna find out if all this cheering is the Dutch community on his back or the Dutch community pushing him forward. It all depends on what kind of player you are. But Loading, you know, he's been in front of some crowds before.
Oh yeah, for sure. Nice pressure right there. Did you see the damage?
So many kicks, baby.
And that is a lot of damage. Look at Pew already racking 86, 102, 114, almost killing with the forward air. Barely an air dodge coming out from Loading. Look at this lead right here. Pew, cool, calm, collected, and in control.
Late hit on the back air, another late hit.
Not even gonna get the heal because of the fear. Dropping the Psy Magnet right there due to Loading's presence. PK Fire is going to hit, but only 1 hit, unfortunately. That is a little bit more consistent, but a higher percent, people still fall out of that. Here are the pellets and the Leaf Shield, very, very big. Loading, slowing. Yeah, he's slowing the game down right now.
Yeah, he knows.
There's the back air. Great intercept, and Pew once again air dodging to the ledge. He's not getting punished for it though.
Oh, it was a big, vulnerable moment for Loading right there as he keeps on looking for the Slash Claws because he knows that's the aerial that does the trick.
Oh, and he gets sent upwards. No punish.
Oh, no punish.
The landing animation crouched under the metal plate. That was bull. Shit, but there's Loading.
Yeah, that's Loading, you know. He stays calm, he brings it back, and he got the kill without taking another hit. The thing is though, you know, when they rocket above, you can just throw the metal blade away, walk up slowly, and down smash, for example, because that is one of the strongest smash attacks in the game, or at least it was in Smash 4, and I believe nothing's changed in that department.
Still an extremely potent tool with a lot of range, and Loading, after such a poor start, now has I mean, he doesn't have a lead, but he brought it back to pretty much even. Pew once again in that oh-so vital advantage state. The PK Fire is coming out. A lot of damage, 83. And this is looking like the first stock already. Up smash coming out. Loading will not die here.
No, he will not, but he still has a lot of work to do before he does eventually lose his stock. Finally hits Pew with a force smash. He's going to aim to keep him at the ledge so he can get some more damage. It's one of the positions where he can rack up a lot of damage in a very short time. But Pew, man, he's been doing a much better job getting off that particular ledge and out of the corner.
For sure, Pew, he's looking a lot more comfortable with the slow gameplay.
Yes.
And there's the up smash. Hitting him on the ledge, sending him all the way off the top, even on Town and City.
For the star KO, and that's one of those moves that not only is actually usable now, whereas in the previous game it was just terrible, it actually has a lot of edgeguarding utility now that the yo-yo actually hangs over the ledge.
And the percentages are pretty much even, but there's a stock difference between these both of these players. Loading looking for the Gimp, exactly what you were talking about last set. You need that if you want a comeback versus Ness. And Loading knows what he has to do. He does have that experience versus the character. The jab's coming out, but Pew barely makes it back using that movement. But look at that Shoryuken, that is a Capcom character. After all, Loading pretty much evening up the game, only at 52%, not even that, only a 10% lead right now for Pew, and you have to start sweating if you're Pew right now, man. Oh, yeah, dropping that lead not once, but twice, and now you're in this kind of scenario, you do not want to be here versus Loading.
And as we saw with the Mecha upper, Loading only needs a split second to capitalize so hard like you wouldn't believe.
There's the down smash, almost got the normal get it, but not quite, no grab for Loading. Here's the juggle, lots of damage coming out, 1-18.
So hard to deal with, finally he gets himself in position.
Two frame again, and Loading cannot recover. Pew to the next round, just like that, with the triple up smash is gonna end the tournament.